Bonsoir tout le monde. Bienvenue au théâtre de contes Todas Historias. Aujourd'hui, nous allons vous raconter une histoire d'aventure, alors écoutez et profitez-en. Il était une fois, dans une petite ville côtière, a vécu un groupe d'enfants, leurs esprits déchaînés. Désireux d'aventure, avec des cœurs vaillants et vrais, ils aspiraient à une quête. Quelque chose d'excitant à faire. Un jour, ils sont tombés sur une carte mystérieuse, montrant une île cachée, où un trésor était piégé. Avec une lueur dans les yeux, ils se sont précipités chez eux pour partager la nouvelle de leur découverte, leurs familles ignorantes. L'excitation a rempli l'air alors que les parents étaient d'accord. Pour rejoindre leurs enfants dans ce voyage, planter une graine. Ils ont fait leurs valises, préparées pour l'inconnu, embarqués sur un bateau, vers un monde encore inconnu. Naviguant à travers les tempêtes, avec des vagues déferlantes, le groupe s'est accroché à l'espoir, au fil des jours. Travaillant ensemble, main dans la main, ils ont navigué. Leur croyance dans le trésor est restée forte. Arrivés sur l'île, leurs yeux s'écarquillèrent de joie, une jungle ancienne, dissimulait le trésor à la vue. Avec du courage au cœur, ils se sont aventurés au plus profond de l'intérieur, les secrets de la jungle, désireux de les découvrir et de les respecter. À travers des chemins sinueux et des vignes enchevêtrées, ils ont pressé. Relevé les défis avec bravoure, leurs esprits bénis. Des énigmes et des puzzles, cachés le long du chemin, testaient leurs liens, alors qu'ils les résolvaient jour après jour. À chaque obstacle surmonté, leurs liens se renforçaient, leur amour l'un pour l'autre ne pouvait tout simplement pas être réfléchi. Ils ont appris la valeur du travail d'équipe et de la persévérance. Alors qu'ils se rapprochaient du trésor sans interférence. Enfin, le dernier obstacle, un labyrinthe de surprises, mais ils y ont fait face de front, avec de l'espoir dans les yeux. Ensemble, ils ont vaincu, atteignant le repère du trésor, un coffre rempli d'or et de bijoux incomparables. Mais alors qu'ils voyaient leur nouvelle richesse, une prise de conscience a frappé. Leur cœur perdant leur furtivité. Ce n'était pas le trésor qui importait le plus, mais le voyage qu'ils ont entrepris, une équipe dont ils pouvaient se vanter. Ils ont ramené leur triomphe chez eux comme un prix, rempli de souvenirs, ils les ont chéris au fil des années. La valeur de l'amitié et de l'unité qu'ils avaient apprise. Pour toujours dans leurs âmes, un trésor qui a brûlé à jamais. Et ainsi, l'histoire de « The Lost Treasure » restera, un témoignage de la puissance du travail d'équipe, pas en vain. Car lorsque nous sommes confrontés à des défis, puissions-nous toujours nous efforcer, travailler ensemble, car l'unité détient la clé du trésor. Merci d'être venu ce soir. Passez une excellente soirée.
Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a lady named Elena. She was known for her beauty, grace, and liveliness. Nevertheless, beneath her radiant smile, Elena hid a deep emptiness within her soul. One fateful day, Elena decided to attend a religious gathering in her village. At that gathering, she heard a captivating tale of a man named Jesus, who possessed extraordinary powers and unconditional love. The stories of Jesus' miracles and his ability to transform lives intrigued Elena deeply. Inspired and fueled by curiosity, Elena embarked on a personal journey to discover the truth about Jesus. She read books, joined Bible studies, and spent endless nights praying for guidance. Eventually, she had her own extraordinary encounter with Jesus. One rainy evening, While silhouettes of thunder filled the sky, Elena found herself at her lowest point. Tears streamed down her face as she pleaded for help and a purpose to her life. Suddenly, a warmth enveloped her, as if a loving hand was laid upon her shoulder, soothing her deepest pain. She knew, in that moment, that Jesus was with her. From then on, Elena's life changed dramatically. The once charming but empty spirit was now filled with a radiant light. She realized that her purpose was to serve God and spread His love to others. Elena began by volunteering at the local shelter, where she shared kindness and compassion with those in need. Her heart overflowed with empathy, as she listened attentively to the stories of those who felt forgotten by society. Elena discovered the joy of helping others find hope and healing through the love of Jesus. Her encounters with Jesus became a life-transforming experience. Elena couldn't imagine living another day without Him. She started embracing a new way of life, focused on faith, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Every morning, friends and family she would wake up with a grateful heart, thanking God for the blessings of a new day and asking for guidance to serve Him better. Her once superficial desires and aspirations turned into genuine care and concern for the people around her. They noticed her patience, forgiveness, and unwavering faith. Elena's faith in Jesus became an integral part of her existence. She began sharing her story, not just through her actions, but also by speaking in public gatherings, encouraging others to seek and experience the love and grace she had encountered in Jesus. People from far and wide came to know Elena's story. They knew her as the lady whose life was transformed by Jesus, and she became an inspiration to those who yearned for redemption and purpose. Elena continued to serve God's purpose throughout her life, touching countless souls and leading them towards a deeper relationship with Jesus. In the end, Elena's story wasn't merely about her personal transformation through her encounter with Jesus. It was about the power of faith, love, and the enduring impact that one person's journey could have on the world. Her legacy lived on, not just within the hearts she touched but within the countless lives that were forever changed by the love of Jesus that she so passionately shared.
He was a successful man, with a well-paying job and family. He had 3 children who loved him dearly, and a wife who was the envy of their friends and family. She was stunningly beautiful, with long flowing blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a perfect figure. However, behind closed doors, John was suffering from abuse at the hands of his wife. It started small, with sarcastic comments that belittled John's success and made him question his self-worth. Over time, it escalated, with his wife becoming physically abusive, hitting and pushing him when she was angry. At first, John didn't tell anyone what was happening. He felt ashamed and embarrassed that he, a successful man, could be the victim of abuse by his own wife. He was also afraid that no one would believe him, as his wife was so charming and likable when in public. How could people believe that someone so perfect could be capable of such cruelty? As the abuse continued, John became more withdrawn and isolated from those around him. He felt like there was no way out, as he didn't want to hurt his children by leaving their mother. He also didn't want to give up his successful lifestyle, as he had worked so hard to achieve it. He felt trapped and alone, with nowhere to turn. The abuse continued for years, with John feeling more and more alone and hopeless. He tried to tell some people, but they brushed him off, telling him that he should be grateful for his successful life and beautiful wife. They couldn't understand that his success and outward appearance of happiness masked the pain and suffering he was experiencing every day. It wasn't until John's wife went too far and seriously injured him that he finally sought help. He went to the hospital and explained what had been happening, and was connected with the domestic abuse hotline. They helped him leave his wife and provided him with resources to start rebuilding his life. Although it was a difficult journey, John slowly began to heal from the trauma he had experienced. In the end, John learned that no one deserves to be abused, no matter their success or outward appearance. He also learned that it's important to reach out for help and not suffer in silence. Although it was a difficult journey, John was able to rebuild his life and find happiness again, knowing that he was finally free from the abuse that had been weighing him down for so many years.
Once upon a time, there was a village man named Ali. He lived in a small, poor village with his family. He always dreamed of a better life, a life where he didn't have to struggle day in and day out just to make ends meet. One day, Ali decided to take a risk and travel to the city, hoping that he could find a better life there. With nothing but determination in his heart, he left his family and village behind and set out on his journey. As Ali arrived in the bustling city, he was struck by the sheer size and chaos of it all. But he wasn't one to be intimidated by anything. He had a plan to start a taxi business. With his limited savings, Ali bought himself an old car and started his business. The first few months were tough. There was a lot of competition in the city, and Ali struggled to find enough passengers to make a decent profit. But he never gave up. Slowly but surely, Ali started building a reputation for himself. He was always punctual and polite, and his car was always clean and well maintained. Word began to spread, and more people started using his taxi service. As his business grew, Ali was able to buy more cars and hire other drivers to help him with his business. He was no longer just a taxi driver. He was a businessman. He was successful. And, as Ali became more successful, he never forgot where he came from. He always sent money back home to his family in the village, supporting them and making their lives better. Years went by, and Ali's success continued to grow. He was now a well-respected businessman in the city, known for his honesty and hard work. He had achieved his dream of a better life and had even helped others along the way. Looking back on his journey, Ali knew that his success was only possible because of his determination and hard work. He may have started from a poor village, but he never let that hold him back. And, as he continued to thrive, Ali knew that anything was possible with hard work and perseverance.
Once upon a time, on a farm deep in the countryside, there was a cow named Betsy. Betsy was known throughout the farm for her laziness. She would lie in the fields all day and never help the other animals with their tasks. Betsy spent her days soaking in the sun and eating as much grass as she could manage. One day, the farmer called a meeting for all the animals on the farm. He spoke about how the farm needed to produce more milk, cheese and butter. The animals all shared their ideas and decided that each of them would take on extra tasks to help the farm become more productive. Betsy was not interested in contributing and simply laid back and watched the other animals work. She shrugged her shoulders and thought that it was someone else's job to help. Time passed and Betsy continued to laze about the farm, grazing without a care in the world. The other animals became frustrated with Betsy's lack of productivity. They felt that she was not pulling her weight and they were getting tired of doing everything themselves. However, they were not sure how to motivate Betsy to help. One day, a new cow named Daisy joined the farm. Daisy immediately noticed how Betsy seemed to be lounging all the time, and took it upon herself to help motivate her. Daisy started by encouraging Betsy to get up and move around every day. She would coax her into joining the other cows, chickens, and pigs in the fields. Eventually, Betsy realized that it was much more enjoyable to engage in activities with the other animals. She quickly saw the benefits of being helpful and motivated. Betsy realized that she had talents that could contribute to the farm, like her keen sense of smell, which would prove useful in finding food. Betsy started to help the other animals improve the farm and contributed to the production of milk, cheese, and butter. Everyone was impressed with her sudden change and acknowledged how much more efficient the farm became. Betsy felt proud of herself and grateful for Daisy's encouragement. From then on, Betsy no longer was known as the lazy cow. She became known for being proactive and assisting the other animals. Betsy finally realized the reward and happiness that came with being productive and helpful.
Once upon a time, in a small coastal town, lived a group of kids, their spirits unbound. Eager for adventure, with hearts brave and true. They yearned for a quest, something exciting to do. One day, they stumbled upon a mysterious map, showing a hidden island, where treasure lay trapped. With a gleam in their eyes, they rushed home to share the news of their discovery, their families unaware. Excitement filled the air as the parents agreed to join their children on this voyage, planting a seed. They packed their bags, prepared for the unknown. Setting sail on a ship, to a world yet unshown, navigating through storms, with waves crashing high. The group clung to hope, as the days passed them by. Working together, hand in hand, they sailed on. Their belief in the treasure remained strong. Arriving at the island, their eyes widened in delight. An ancient jungle concealed the treasure from sight. With courage in their hearts, they ventured deep inside the jungle's secrets, eager to unearth and through winding paths and tangled vines they pressed. Facing challenges with bravery, their spirits blessed. Riddles and puzzles, hidden along the way, tested their bonds as they solved them day by day. With each obstacle conquered, their bond grew stronger. Their love for each other just could not be pondered. They learned the value of teamwork and perseverance as they moved closer to the treasure without interference. At last, the final hurdle, a labyrinth of surprises. But they faced it head-on, with hope in their eyes. Together they conquered, reaching the treasure's lair. A chest filled with gold and jewels beyond compare. But as they beheld their newfound wealth, a realization struck, their hearts losing stealth. It wasn't the treasure that mattered the most, but the journey they embarked on, a team they could boast. They carried their triumph back home as a prize, filled with memories they cherished as the years passed by. The value of friendship and unity they had learned, forever in their souls, a treasure that forever burned. And so, the tale of the lost treasure shall remain, a testament to the power of teamwork, not in vain. For when we face challenges, may we always endeavor to work together, for unity holds the key to treasure.